A recent study showed that roughly 8 out of 10 members of Gen Z experienced intense feelings of loneliness in the past year. And a study from 2024 showed that 44% of Gen Z males had never had any relationship experience, period. I'm Heidi, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to find your future spouse as a married Gen Z woman.
I therefore pronounce that you are husband and wife. So Quentin, you may kiss your bride.
Step number 1 when you're looking for any kind of a serious relationship is to do self-reflection. Are you the kind of person that the kind of person you're looking for is looking for? If you're looking for someone who has conservative family values, are you someone who has conservative family values? Are you looking for someone who's maybe more liberal? Are you liberal? Like, these things are very important. If you're looking for someone who's traditional, say you're a guy, you want a woman who's going to be a housewife, who's going to cook and clean. Okay, are you then willing to be the sole breadwinner, to work extra hours at work so that she can spend more time at home to cook and clean? A big thing to take into consideration is your dating range, your attractiveness scale, so to speak. So one thing that I would say is try to date within your range. So if you're looking for someone who's an 8 out of 10, for example, are you an 8 out of 10? And if not, like, there are so many things you can do to make yourself more attractive. And some people will be like, oh, I'm just like ugly. You can make yourself more attractive. Like, here's just a few things that anyone can do to become more attractive. Number 1, clothes. What you wear can make such a big difference. If you're wearing sweatpants all the time, there are some people who find that attractive, but a lot of people find that to be kind of off-putting when you're outside of the home. Like, don't get me wrong, wear sweatpants at home all you want. They're comfy, I get it. But when you're going out into public, that just shows people that maybe you don't care that much about your appearance. Number 2, weight. Are you overweight? Genuine question. And if you are, your dating pool is probably mostly going to be overweight too. There are some like skinny or average weight people who like bigger people, but generally speaking, people who are slimmer are so in part anyways because they care about their health, and they're going to want someone who also cares about their health. So if you are overweight, take that into consideration. If you don't want to date someone who's overweight, maybe try to lose some of that weight. Diet and exercise, baby. Confidence. This is a huge one, especially for men. Like, for the guys who say, oh, I can't get any girls because I'm only under 6 feet tall. Well, guess what? My husband's 5'8", and we're married. So you cannot just use that as an excuse. You can overcome that, which is the good thing, but you have to be confident. And I've heard some people say, well, how am I supposed to be confident with the opposite sex when I don't have any experience with the opposite sex? But the fact is, if you are confident in other aspects of your life, if you become more confident in your work, if you become more confident amongst your peers, that confidence will translate, at least in part, to your relationship with the opposite sex. So it's not just like, oh, I can't become confident because I can't date, and I can't date because I'm not confident. Like, you can get confident in other ways. Alright, the next one I'm dividing into 2 sides. For the guys, muscles. For the girls, makeup. Now, some guys are into muscular women, but they tend to be more so into just healthy women. Now, that doesn't mean don't get any muscles, but maybe don't, like, overbuild them. Because, like, some muscles, yeah, sure, that's fine. That's next to nothing, but you know what I mean. But just a little bit of makeup. Not a lot. Most guys, again, it varies. Some guys like a lot, but you don't have to do a lot. But maybe just enough to kind of make you stand out just a little bit. And for guys, muscles. It's attractive. It really is. Like, again, you don't need to be some, like, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. You don't need to be a bodybuilder. But just having, like, it's not that hard for a young guy to have defined muscles. And it is really attractive. Okay, so we've done our self-reflection. We have been working on ourselves. We've been making ourselves as attractive to the type of people that we are looking for as we can. Now we move on to step number 2, where to look. And again, this is highly dependent on what type of person you're looking for. But generally speaking, when you're looking for a spouse, bars, clubs, just not really the greatest places to be looking. And if you're gonna look on a dating app, maybe don't go on one that's known for being a hookup app. I would actually recommend, if you want to use a dating app, to use Match.com. Not sponsored, obviously. I recommend that because that is actually where I met my husband. And I know other people who have met on Match as well. But if you want to meet in person, that's awesome. Love that for you. I would recommend, if you're more conservative, maybe try and meet someone at church. You could meet somebody at the workplace. At least you have work in common. You could maybe meet somebody at a sporting event. That if you play sports, that's a great way to put yourself out there, because if you meet somebody, you know that they at the very least like that same sport as you. So I actually know one of my friends, she met her husband playing volleyball because they both love playing volleyball. Okay, so during this time while you're trying to meet someone, just constantly be working on making yourself better. Go through that step 1 of self-reflection and improving yourself this entire time. A little anecdote from my own experience. When I was looking for my future husband, the year leading up to when I actually met Quentin, I was overweight. I was about 25 pounds over what I should have weighed. And in that year, I lost 15 pounds because I knew that I wanted somebody who was physically fit and healthy, and I wanted that person to want that in me too. But then I needed to be what I wanted them to want. You know what I'm saying? Now let's say you did meet somebody, whether it be on Match or at church or at work or at a sporting event or wherever. So you have met this person and you've gone on a date and you feel awkward, quite awkward. You feel uncomfortable. Don't give up. I heard something while I was looking for my, at the time, future husband that really made me stop and think, and this was great advice. When you're dating someone, if it's not a no, it's a yes for now. And what I mean by that is, if they do something or say something that's like a deal breaker for you, for instance, smoking, that would be one for me. So if I was on a date with Quentin, my husband, and he had told me he smoked, I would have had to be like, no, this can't go anywhere, we're done. After our first date, and I have since told him this, I felt so awkward and uncomfortable. I didn't know if I wanted to continue the relationship. But because there wasn't a deal breaker, there wasn't a no, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna let myself be uncomfortable. And I'm gonna keep trying. And there could have been on a later date, no, and then that would have been it. But there wasn't. And if I had given into those feelings of being uncomfortable and just wanting to like pull myself back into like my safe zone at the beginning, like I wouldn't be where I am today. And that would just be so sad. So, in summary, self-reflect, make sure you're looking in the right places, and give them a chance. Don't remember, relationships are not easy. They're hard, but they're so worth it if you give it a chance to just grow and to grow together with the other person. And honestly, if you do all of these 3 steps that I've given you here, I can almost, not quite, but almost guarantee you will find someone within like the next 5 years. I don't see how you could not. Because there are so many people who are looking. You just gotta be looking in the right place. I wish you guys lots of luck, lots of love, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.